My name is Nix Marikuma. I hope that all of you guys are doing well. I am the owner of Marikuma Healing, where we heal our mind, body, soul, and heart. We learn about how to do, like, how to be healthy mentally, how to handle our emotions in a more better way instead of suppressing them or avoiding them or running away from them. We learn to love ourselves and take care of ourselves and make sure that we put ourselves first before we put others, right? And I know a lot of people are going to hear that and be like, oh, don't you think that's kind of selfish though? Is it? Is it selfish? Or is it selfish that I have to kill myself to keep other people warm who may not even give me the same energy? I ask then, who is the selfish one? Because it's not right to go over there and not take care of yourself. If you can't take care of yourself first, you're not going to be good to anybody. That doesn't mean that it's all about you. It just means that we're learning how to like do self love. We're learning about self care. We're learning about tapping into our own power and embracing it. Because if you love people, right? Like my grandpa said this a lot. I would say like he said it in a way, and my mom said it too. He was like this: you can't love anybody if you don't love yourself. And that's true. If I love other people but I don't love myself, then I can't love you the right way because I don't know how to do that. I can only give you what I got. And what I got is love me, but I'll be attracting people who can't take care of me because if I can't take care of myself, what do I know that I need? How do I know to like fill my own cup when I'm too busy trying to fill up other people's cups? My business teaches us how to be healthy and happy in our own selves. Like, I want you to be your healthier, happier, healed version of yourself. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I do. I'm not going to go out there and try to make you guys perfect. No. Listen, if every pork chop was perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. Yes, that's a Steven Universe reference. Y'all are going to hear it a lot, especially if you're new to my channel and my way of speech and business, right? We have fun. I'm a very unique, quirky little lady, I would say. And I know that's kind of like a crazy thing to say, but it's true. I have a very unique way of speaking. So, anyways, like I was saying, healthy mind, body, soul, and heart is what I do. We do have TED Talks before I get into our part three of our Earth sign reading, right? I do TED Talks. TED Talks are more of like advice talks for life and things of that nature, is what someone had told me. I do Dark Minds and Butterflies. I'm the host of that. It's where we talk about life's good, bad, and ugly, conspiracy theories, and other theories or ideas and thoughts. It's for deep conversations, and we get into a lot of stuff, right? We also have VARR, which is an acronym for Vent in Rhythm, Rhythm and Rhyme, where we talk about our emotions, express our feelings. We use arts and craft, we do music, there's poetry, maybe a crying session. I don't know. The crying session was a joke, but like it's a way to express ourselves and how to go about complex emotions, right? Because we're living in a world where showing your feelings is weak and being authentic to yourself is something unheard of because people make a lot of money off of other people's insecurities, right? If you want to look pretty, wear makeup. If you want to be thin, lose weight. Here's the thing: you're beautiful just the way you are, with or without the makeup. You are fine just the way you are, no matter what your weight may be. And I think the sooner we start embracing our uniqueness and loving ourselves truly, we'll be way better off. On top of those videos, right, and those TED Talks, I do card readings instead of tarot and oracle deck, just because I don't have it on hand. It's not accessible for me to have. So I have playing cards. That's what I do. I read playing cards. It gives me the thing that I read is palms. I read your hands, mainly personality and character. So if you're interested in somebody or you want to know about their personality or you want to try it for yourself, one hand is $6, two hands are 20. Okay. Same goes for my readings of cards. The shorter readings are $6. The longer ones may be 20. I have a special for 3 card readings, not year related. Year related cards. Me reading about a whole year, no matter how you slice it, dice it, and cut it. And that's why it's 25. I mean, if I was gonna be like really, really crazy about it, I would have said 50, but like no. $25 is for my year readings, okay? If you want a year worth, like you want me to be able to read your cards for a whole year, right? It would be about $200, give or take. And if you want me to give you counseling for a year, then it should be like $120. For a month of counseling, it's 20 and $6 weekly. I have Airtel, Zelle, and PayPal. And I know that kind of sounds like a lot, but I'm just saying like in a whole year, like once a year you can pay me 120 for counseling or $200 for your cards being read at any time. You know what I mean? Any type of reading for cards from this month to the next year. And you don't have to worry about it because it's all paid. You know what I mean? And for palms, I really haven't really done the year worth of palm readings because I'm right now just at that state where I'm doing personalities and character readings from your palm readings. I haven't gotten to, learn a little bit more on diverse ways of doing it. I'm more of a self taught person just because I don't have anybody teaching me the craft. I'm a solidarity witch. I think that's what they call us, right? Ones who are like teaching themselves and doing their own craft, like by them. It's me, it's the universe, it's my spirit team and the higher power. That's it. This is the A team. This is what I got, and I'm really happy for it. It allows me to have independence and freedom and what. But yeah. So I'm learning as I go along, and what I learn, I teach you guys. Most of it, not all of it. There's some things I keep to myself. Mystery is, a thing. But yeah, those are the things that I do. Now, I know that was a long ass introduction. Before we get into it, one more word. I know. You're not here to look at me talk about my business. We're here to get what 2026 is for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I got you, boo. I got you. But I'm not a certified counselor. I am experienced in counseling people while my business has been going. Like I have counseled others for almost 2 years while my business has been running. I am not a certified counselor though. Just putting it out there. I don't want anybody to be like, you said you did counseling. Does that mean that you're a professional? Listen, I have professionalism through experience. My experiences have taught me to be able to tell you guys what you should and should not do, as well as like, what I have on hand. Certification, no. Experience, the way that you look at it. I'm being a little cute when I say that, but I'm serious. Like, I haven't gotten my certification yet. I will probably get it in the near future. So, that is something that's coming on its way, but just not right now. Again, if that doesn't and you're okay with it, then please give me a try. All right, now, please don't burn my money bowl. Don't do it. Nope. Ah, the sizzling stops. Mm-hmm. Ah, act right. Huh. I'm just gonna put you over there, let you simmer down. I don't know what was going on in there, but I guess it's getting a little out of hand. Anyway, sorry. On my like part two, part three ish, I had lit my money bowl candle thing. So yeah. Anyways, it gets out of hand sometimes. The candles like to burn through things. So I was not gonna have, you know, everything on fire on this live. As funny as that may be, that's probably a little too much entertainment for most of us. Jesus. Talking about the roof on fire and a lady on fire. The room is on fire. It's ablazes everywhere. Okay, so we're talking about January, February, and March, okay? Again, if you guys give me comments on my lives, I cannot see them. I can't. And I think like when you guys do, because there's something that says, it says chat, right? And it says like one. I don't know, does that happen all the time? Because when I've been doing lives and there's like nothing really happening, there's no chat. And then once in a while the chat pops up, but I can't see what it's saying. And it's not even a glaucoma thing. It's just that YouTube is really fucking weird. And I haven't learned all the bells and whistles that this baby comes with. Like, I'm just here, like, okay. In my year of experience, I've learned some things. I have a lot more to learn. So, all right, January through December is what we're going to talk about right now. We're going to talk about your problems, your solutions, and the theme of 2026 for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgos. Let's get into it. This is also my second attempt on trying part 3 because the connections and the Wi-Fi's have been a little bit of an ass. All right. So, January, February, March is all about communication, ethics, and introspection. You guys are going to learn how to communicate because this year, okay, for 2026, it is going to be a lot about how you express yourself, how you speak, what you tolerate, what you don't tolerate, and communication is going to be a big deal because this is about failure to communicate. So things are not being said. It's time to open your voice, honey. It's time to say something because people can't read your mind, okay? I can read your energy and I can read your cards and the stuff like that. I can't read your mind. My ability hasn't unlocked to that area yet, okay? But I can tell if something's wrong. I can sense maybe what you're about to do next or whatever, but I can't read your thoughts. That means you have to be able to speak. You know what I mean? You have to be able to be like, you know what? Today, this is what I'm feeling. You know what? I need help here. You know what? I can't wait. I'm doing great. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to use your voice and you have to be comfortable or at least get comfortable with not trying to carry everything all at once. Communicate. This is too much for me. I cannot do it right now. I've gotten better at saying no some of the time, right? Sometimes I kind of go over there and I forget and I go back to like my people pleasing era where I'm trying to make everybody happy because I want to be a nice person. And here's the thing, you can be a nice person and still tell people no. You cannot do it because you also deserve to have a break. You deserve to take time for yourself and pace yourself, not going over there, right? And being like, you know what? Maybe I should just go over there and burn myself out and then keep on going even though I don't have any energy. No, maybe you should work on not doing that. I'm being a little bit harsh, but I'm being honest. Ethics, again, your morals. Virgos, Tauruses, Capricorns, my earth babies, whether you born underneath the sign, whether you have it in your birth charts, whether this reading resonates with you, for whatever the reason may be, you got to ask yourself, does this tie into my character? For example, I'm not going to judge people where they're from. I'm not going to judge you about who you believe in or what your political viewpoints are mostly. I don't do politics, guys. I don't do politics. I don't trust them. There's like one or two politicians that I ride with. I'm like, you know what? No, no, no. This person right here, I like them. I don't like a lot of politicians. I like this one, right? There's a few. There's like a few people that I'd be like, that's a good choice. But the rest of them, no. No, 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 no. We're living in a weird ass world, guys. So, anyways, political viewpoints, religion, who you like, okay, so long as you're not an adult liking children and being a pedophile and a creep, love who you want to love, be who you want to be. Just don't go over there hurting people, hurting yourself, hurting children, and hurting animals. That's the only thing that I don't like. I don't like people hurting themselves. I don't like people taking advantage of children and hurting people and hurting animals. If that's your personality, that's your thing, and you're just a bigot, you're a hater, you hate everybody because nobody's like you, then don't come here. I'm not the one. You're not with my character, bro. I don't want to lose my character because you don't have any. I'm just saying. Did I have to go that hard? No. Am I sorry for it? No. I wish I could say I was. I'm not sorry for what I just said. I said what I said. I meant it. But yeah, you're going to tie into what makes you happy. You're going to understand yourself a lot more better and start doing some inner work. With introspection, like here's the thing, inner, right? Inside, spection. Think of it as like you are a spectator. You're looking inside yourself. You are doing inside work. We're not trying to look outside ourselves, we're looking within. This is something that I've noticed I have a problem with. I'm struggling in this area. Why is that? What's the cause of the problem? Why have I allowed it to be like this? Is this something that I've been carrying on since I was like younger, right? Did I not get enough hugs and kisses when I grew up? I don't know, maybe. The last one, I'm just being a smartass. I was being a smartass, it was a joke. But the inside work, right, is serious. You got to be able to be like, okay, well, if this makes me angry, why? If I feel like I'm like, here's the thing, when I feel like I'm really angry, especially when I'm angry for no reason, I like to take myself to my room or like maybe sit outside my balcony and just kind of talk to the universe, talk to my loved ones. I'm trying to do better with talking to my spirit guides. I'm really sucky doing that. But I like to just kind of have my thoughts and be like, okay, I understand that you're feeling pissed off. Why are we feeling pissed off? Why are we angry? Because nothing's really happened for you to be angry. So are you angry about something that happened in the past? And you just kind of like something maybe reminded you of it and you didn't really notice that it triggered you, and now you're kind of upset because of the memory. Let's talk about it. Buddy, what's up? You got to be your friend. You have to be your friend to yourself. You got to be your first lover. You have to be your first partner because if you don't know how to, like, here's the thing, how can I love you when I don't love myself? Again, I ask you that because, like, if I don't know how to regulate my emotions, if I don't know how to kind of organize my energy and not try to do too much or just run on pure chaos and madness and just have some time of peace, I'm going to not be able to love people the right way because I don't know how to love. Okay, if I can't love me, why would I expect anybody to love me? I wouldn't accept it because deep down inside, I feel like I don't deserve it. Is that true? Do I not deserve love? Of course not. Everybody deserves love, but you have to be able to love yourself in a compassionate way, and you have to also learn yourself. This year, you guys are learning about you. We are learning ourselves, and we are trying to be healthy and happy. Okay, this coming year is really just about balancing yourself out, healing from the things that you haven't healed from, and now working on being healthy habits. Okay, nothing toxic, nothing abusive. We're not running away from our problems. We're taking things very slow. We're learning how to express ourselves without crashing out and believe and receive, guys. I understand. I understand if one of you guys think about me, like hear me say crash out, like it's y'all's fault. I know it's not. We're living in a very stupid world where stupid people have power and smart people don't say anything. And when they say anything, they're being persecuted. And people are just like, it's the land of the idiots, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Not everybody is dumb. Not everybody in the world is ignorant, right? But there's a lot of ignorant people. Wisdom is chasing them, but sadly, they are faster. So wisdom cannot catch up. Okay? They're very elusive with knowledge and facts because now we're living in an artificial, fake, messed up world. Okay? So before you crash out with, again, you have probably the right. We're learning how to walk away. We are learning how to let things go, accept what happened, move on, and work on being a healthy, happy version of ourselves by talking, by expressing ourselves, by enjoying our life instead of being all about business, all about structure, all about discipline. Listen, that's great, but why aren't you enjoying your life? Why does it always have to be this let loose, baby? Relax. Enjoy your life. Life is short. I would hate to go over there and die, right? And all I did in my life was work. I didn't go over there and make connections. I didn't go over there and go to the beach. I didn't go over there and live my life the way that I wanted to because I only focused on work. I only focused on, what the plan is for society that they want me to do, kind of thing. Fuck society. That's what I say, all right? And secondly, it's your life. You got to live it the way that you see fit, man. You can't live it for another person. And I promise you, if you try to live your life for another person, you are going to hate that person. You're going to hate yourself. I've tried it. My family did not see me become this person that I am before you today. Okay, I don't think my mom saw me doing fortune tellings and helping people heal from trauma and abuse and healing not only just like by my words and things and the things that I give you guys, but like also in my craft. Okay, I would like to say that I am dual. I'm not going to say that I'm the best person in the world, but like I'm at that point where if shit hits the fan, it hits the fan. If you're going to be mean to me, I'll be twice as mean. I'm going to be matching energies. That's just what this year has taught me to do is just match energies. Like if we're going to be mean, we're going to be mean. If we're going to be nice, then we're going to be nice. And if I have to go over there and put you in a jar, then I'm putting you in the jar. I'm putting the name, I'm putting the whole thing. I'm going to ask for assistance and help. I'm like, look, before I go over there and lose my mind, let us not go over there and do things, okay? Witchcraft isn't illegal and it's not unholy, and magic isn't the devil's thing, okay? Magic is neutral. It is whatever you use it to be. If people are going to be using it to be an absolute menace, then they chose to be an absolute menace. If you want to go over there and dance with the light, even though you have that fire inside to burn the world down, but you choose the more peaceful approach of it, then that's your choice. You do with your gift what you will, okay? Ain't nobody got the right to tell you what you can and cannot do with your blessings, with your power, and with your magic and gifts. Least of all, people who are ignorant and foolish. Like, I'm gonna listen to the likes of you, right? Yeah, not gonna happen, sweet cheeks. Not gonna happen. Anyways, introspection, communication, and ethics, right? January, February, March, again, all about how you talk, how you express yourself, what's your character code, and understanding yourself on a deeper level and healing things from inside. The reason why we're having this is because of dysfunctional energy, disorganization, right? And energy. Dysfunctional energy is why we have to try to communicate, understand where this chaos is coming from. Are we causing it? Or is it the things around us? Is it both? How do we handle it? How do I become a more healthy version of myself? Okay, it's not easy. I'm on day like 54 of this. 54, guys. I'm on day 54 of trying to be a more mature, healthier version of myself. I'm not going to lie to you. There have been days where I'm like, maybe I should go back to my old ways, right? Maybe I should bring back the Mary and the Knicks that was like from like 2015 or something. Maybe I should go back to my old habits because this is testing me. I don't know if I'm strong enough. I could have I could have picked any challenge, and this is the challenge I picked. And the reason why I did it is because I was sick and tired. I was sick and tired of being angry. I was sick and tired of being upset and overwhelmed and exhausted. And I was just like, you know what? Okay, I give up. I give. I give. I give. I can't do it on my own anymore. I'm sorry. Hold on, guys. My sister messaged me. Okay. Talk to my sister in a moment. Y'all don't know that I have like 3 sisters and 1 brother. I have an older sister. I'm the second oldest. Then there's a sister, a brother, and sister. I feel bad for my brother, bro. He's surrounded by ladies. Like I know that he'll understand ladies because he's surrounded, right? But Jesus, we couldn't have another little brother or something. Like, no, it's just all girls and 1 guy. Not that you guys care about that, but I get on topic, but like I have a little bit of a one-track mind. So yeah, no. Anywho, yeah. So dysfunctional energy, right? We're gonna learn how to balance ourselves a lot better without doing too much. You guys' solution is carrying burdens, responsibility, and debt. In order for you to be able to get all the things that you want right, we're gonna get into that later, but there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. This card as a whole is about being overwhelmed, bombarded, and just stressed to the max. Your solution is not to stress yourself out. Ask for help, prioritize your time, and stop going around stressing yourself out, girl. Like, don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Dysfunctional energy could be that you're just doing too much. You're doing too much physically, which is affecting you mentally, which is making you feel overwhelmed emotionally. And physically, you're exhausted and tired. And spiritually, you're just like, what the fuck? Like, in the outside, you're like, oh my goodness, guys, everything is fine. But on the inside, you're a hot mess. Prioritize your time. Allow yourself to break. Virgo to Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Earth baby to Earth baby. You got to fill your cup, honey. Fill your cup up. Now, whether it be by, grape juice or a daiquiri, maybe it's hot chocolate. I don't know. Fill the cup. Sip the cup. Enjoy the cup. And have your moment. There's a time for you to be busy and there's a time for you to have fun. Speaking of romance, childishness, and irresponsibility, this card is all about being carefree. I'm not tied down. There's nothing holding me back. I do what I want kind of energy. This is it. So in order to help you with this dysfunctional energy, you're going to have to cut loose a little. We're going to have to learn how to relax. We're going to have to get off of survival mode and be able to work hard and play hard, okay? Life is not about work all the time. And believe and receive, y'all are workaholics. Virgo and Capricorn, y'all the biggest ones. Taurus, y'all are hard workers. But y'all know how to have fun. But Virgo and Capricorn, y'all are the biggest workaholics. Taurus, you can be. You can be. Y'all can either be like super like hardworking and allow yourself to enjoy it, even though you're constantly thinking, calculating, analyzing, and being like, you know what? Y'all give out boss level energy. Like that's the energy Taurus brings. Virgo brings in the helping. Capricorn brings in the strength. Now I'm not saying Capricorn can't heal. They can. All of you Earth babies can heal, but y'all have your own variety of strengths, okay? And I feel like if I'm being honest, Virgo would be like the strength in like analyzing things. Capricorn would be the one that's strategic, and Taurus would be the one that like they don't look like the mastermind, but y'all are the mastermind. Y'all already know everybody's vibe, energy, what they bring to the table, how to go over there and make it work. Y'all's work ethics is strong. I knew a Taurus. They were hustling. Like hustling and finessing the finesser. They got game, bro. They got game. They were on it. Now, speaking of enjoying yourself and being able to not be completely tied down from the dysfunctional energy, here's the thing about it. Don't run from it. Don't be like, oh, well, you know what? I'm fine. I can have fun too. Yeah, right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. And you're not dealing with what's the problem. You're not dealing with the problem at all. You're running from it. Don't run from your problems. Face it acknowledge that it is an issue and deal with it. Then have time to enjoy. Because dysfunctional energy is easy to run from. Well, you know what? Yeah, I have a problem. I fixed it. It's fine. Did you sit with it? Did you sit with this uncomfortable feeling? You got to sit with it. You do. You got to have to go over there, pull out the couch. Hey, situation, come here. Come here, buddy. Sit down on this couch with me. I got us some hot chocolate and cookies. Let's eat it for a while. And you sit with it and you understand where it's coming from. Then, because you understand it, you allow yourself to let it go. Hey, I understand where you're coming from. I appreciate you having this moment. Now I think it's time for you to leave. You finish your cookies and your hot chocolate. It's time for you to go, right? You got to sit with the problem sometimes and understand why is it a problem. Instead of trying to break down its code, we're not trying to do all that. Feel it, accept it, and then move on. Okay? Because a lot of times we as earth babies, y'all gonna come for me. Let's babies don't do this thing. Yes, y'all do. I know I do it. And I know one of you guys or all three of you signs be doing it too. Don't try me. I know y'all. I know y'all. I am you. We are the same. On certain aspects and personalities, we are the same. Don't try it. Some of y'all be running away from your problem. Some of y'all pretend that it's not a problem. And therefore, if it's not a problem, right? If it's out of sight, out of mind, then it doesn't exist. It's there. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger until you face it. Okay? So don't be overwhelmed by dysfunctional energy. Allow yourself to take a break, rest and relax, face it, and go on. At the end of the day, y'all's outcome is going to be encouragement, enduring fruits of your labor. So all this hard work, all this effort that you're doing, learning how to communicate, tying to your character code, understanding your issues, your strengths and weaknesses a lot better, where your weaknesses are coming from, how to handle it, embrace your strength, how to strengthen that more is going to give you a lot of benefits. This is the card like all this hard work has finally paid off and now I get to enjoy myself kind of thing. All right. All right. Next up, we're going to talk about April, May, and June. So, yeah. I know, like, here's the thing. I think at some point in time while I'm doing these videos, my voice is going to sound really, like, a little off. And it's just because I've been talking for hours today. Like, I got up, I started this thing at, like, 10 or so. And it's 3 p.m., guys. I've been doing it for a few hours now. Not to mention that I may or may not do some witchy reads on the side. So, yeah. I'm being productive today. I took a break yesterday. I was not feeling it. I'm feeling a lot better. Alrighty. March. So Queen of Clovers, Joker of Hearts, and King of Diamonds, baby. We have a king. Will we get a queen? The world may never know. I mean, we do have it, in a sense. It's just you started off with king energy and then you're going to end this 2026 year with queen energy. So, stepping into both boss levels. So that's kind of cool. January, February, March, April, May, June. I'm just writing these down so that way we can be able to get this party started. So it's going to take a few more times. I'm writing as fast as I can. You're welcome to get something to snack on while I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Y'all are the ones with the mobility, you know what I mean? Like, I wish my sister didn't teach me the tongue click thing because now I do it all the time. And I feel like to some people it's really annoying, you know what I mean? Especially for you guys that are having like the headphones or the speakers and you hear every like 5 minutes. Like, was that my bones? Was that the door, or is that this woman who's reading my cards making weird ass noises? Jesus. I just embrace the fact that I'm just am who I am at this point, man. You know what I mean? Like at 30, I'm just like, you know what? I'm I'm a little bit odd, but I do have a heart of gold. I do. I have an interesting personality, man. It's kind of like the energy of a 5-year-old, the wisdom of a 98-year-old to a 150-year-old lady, the body of maybe somebody who has Rice Krispie for joints, and the body of somebody who's like 19 or 18. Like I look younger than I am, and I feel older than I am, but the energy of a kid, like the inner child, is really running this stuff. You know, it's weird. It's so weird. Okay, through December. All right. Enough of my nonsense. We are going to be talking about April, May, and June. If you guys like what I do, please follow and subscribe. The more the merrier, and it really helps. So, togetherness, joy in friendship celebration, and joy in company, celebration, and friendship. So this card is togetherness. This is why we're having, rebelling and fighting for a cause. This is what the theme is going to be for April, May, and June of 2026 for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Okay? Y'all are going to learn how to speak and use your voice. If you guys have not been using your voice, these 3 months are going to guarantee that you do. So it's important that you're stepping with communication, understanding yourself and morals, because now we're using what we learned from in January, February, and March. Yeah, we're bringing it onto this. So because we are doing, like, we're trying to connect with our friends, real friends, not fake friends. Have people that we enjoy being around and celebrating ourselves as well as others. We are going to be very honest in how we go about things, okay? We're going to stand up for what we believe in, and it's going to be the hill that we die on. If you don't agree with me, great. But you're not going to make me feel like, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to put it back. Empathy. Why? Stop shutting out your feelings. Y'all looking at me. I didn't even do it yet. You reading something that's going to happen next year. Yeah, and I'm telling you this year. Don't try to bring it on to next year, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. I bet I sound so freaking ghetto. I do. I do sound it. Energy and disorganization. I mean, I pulled it out. I flipped it. I could have put it back. But like, oh, I see now. I was about to be like, why are we having all this energy if this is supposed to be the thing? Okay. Okay. You're going to have to use the theme to solve this problem. And I know that somebody's looking at me being like, wow, you told me that April, May, and June is going to be all about standing up for myself. And now you're saying that because I don't show feelings and I may overdo it sometimes, that's what I have to do. I have to put down standing up for myself to make it happen. Nyx, you're a genius. Your sarcasm was welcomed. I don't think all of you guys are that sarcastic. But sometimes sometimes it comes together. I'm just like, oh, okay, so this is how it is. It's not that that's what it's going to be. It's just you're going to have situations that are going to require to be like, look, you enjoy these people, right? And you love your friend. And now we're celebrating all the good things that you're getting because you learned how to, speak your piece. You're tying into our morals now. We're understanding ourselves a lot better. We're learning to love ourselves again. And now we're dealing with dysfunctional energy. what's going on? I learned my lesson, right? I learned how to do things, so where's my reward? I don't want any more lessons. I've done that. I want my blessings now. Stick with the people that you love. You have your support team. Don't try to hide in all your feelings and bottle them up inside. Empathy is a big problem, guys. It's a big problem. And before y'all think that I'm crazy, it's popped up more than once. It's really only one time. Okay. I mean, the Three of Hearts popped up quite a few times as well, but like, I don't know, man. I think I've done so much readings that I get y'all's readings and how much other things popped up, right? I assume that it's already in here, but I'm thinking about the other ones. So, anyways, empathy is the ability to shut down. Okay, when you shut down emotionally, mentally, and physically. Physically, you don't feel anything. Mentally, you have nothing. And emotionally, you are numb and empty and hollow inside. It is when your body gets overwhelmed that it puts itself into autopilot. Think of when your computer needs to be rebooted, right? You're kind of doing that. You're restarting yourself again because whatever is going on is stressing you out so much to the max that you can't do it on your own. Okay? So instead of dealing with everything at once, your body shuts down and says, hey, now that we're having clear mind, clear heart, clear body, let's try to tackle some of these problems. But it doesn't work out the way that it's supposed to. And this is also a sign of mental and emotional disability or health problems, okay? You could be struggling with empathy and secretly you have depression or anxiety, or maybe you're very hot headed and instead of being angry, you just kind of block out. It can tie into anxiety, it can tie into depression, it can tie into being burnt out, it can be emotionally draining depending on the situation. Work can be too much, family can be overwhelming. Fake friends and having to work on yourself is a lot of work and pressure. I've been doing it for 54 days. Okay. I've been a witch for like maybe, I would say that maybe like 5 or 6 years. Okay. So it's there. It's when I really kind of took it seriously. Um, I've been doing it off and on, but like 6 to 5 years. Yeah. So 2019, 2018 to now. And I think the craft I learned how to heal and I learned a lot about empathy because I have a book about like how to deal with anxiety and depression and things and they have little remedies for it for beginning witches, right? And again, I talked to somebody about it and I didn't know that that's what I was struggling with. I just thought I was going crazy. Like I'm a very empathetic person. I'm very giving and nurturing and kind. And I feel like my problem is I overgive, right? And because I overgive, people overtake. And then I feel empty and overwhelmed and burned out. And because it's too much for me to feel at the moment, right? I just shut down. I block it all away. And then I'm like, maybe I'm a killer. Maybe I'm a crazy person because, right? Um, because I'm not feeling my emotions anymore. Isn't that what people that normally do serial killing things that do they ever feel? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe they do. Maybe they just get tired of everything. I don't know. I never done it. I can't tell you guys that experience. I mean, if I did, I don't know. Would I say it? I don't think so. I'd be like, guys, we all did questionable things in our lifetimes, but it's okay. We did what we could. Some people got off. It was for the cause. So, yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, go to a doctor, okay, about your empathy. If you're being overwhelmed and bloated, there's no shame in going to a doctor, going to a physician, going to an herbal practitioner, okay? Because if you guys don't like taking chemical medicines, that's fine. There are herbs. There's like holistic approaches to handle empathy. Me personally, I use meditation. When I was like living on my own, I used a lot of like lemongrass and lavender and ginseng. Lavender is really good to soothe your stress. It also helps you relax and kind of helps you sleep. It's a calming herb. I used chamomile too. I have problems sleeping. So I used chamomile and lavender. I used mugwort, skullcap, vervain, lemon lemongrass is really good for like if you want energy but also kind of like a soothing kind of thing. Lemongrass and oranges would be a great thing for you. The citrus is good with vitamin C, and lemongrass is good for like lifting and it's lifting vibrations. It's good for positivity. It's good for joy. It has a lot of benefits health wise and spiritual wise, right? You can even take baths with lemongrass if you want to, just to kind of cleanse yourself out and kind of feel a little bit more refreshed and rejuvenated. You can burn it. I drink the tea and I put it in my spiritual cleansing as well as I burn it. I have lemongrass growing where I'm at right now. So I like to tie it into bundles sometimes and just kind of like cleanse my air, cleanse myself, and just kind of be like, okay, well, I pray to the universe. I did my woohoo thing, right? And I feel a lot better. Meditation and prayer helps. Sometimes taking up exercises like maybe martial arts, boxing, you know, Tai Chi is really good. And yeah, before anybody comes to me being like, Tai Chi is just Tai Chi, it's just meditation and motion. It's slow kung fu, bro. Not only would you be able to throw hands, but you're able to control your energy and like you're able to like really slow yourself down, right? And control yourself as well as the things around you. Like you're able just to meditate and I'm messing up my explanations. I know what I want to say, but I don't know how to say it kind of thing. I would take Tai Chi. I have done it in the past and I find it relaxing. I also like the fact that you can learn new moves because I'm really big about like martial arts and MMA, right? I am a huge nerd for that. Um, I like the techniques and things. I don't know why, but ever since I was a kid, I always liked mixed martial arts and martial arts in general, like the whole types of it. And I think that is good for you to be able to slow your motions, slow your mind. It's good for discipline of your mind, body, and soul, and allows you to feel a little bit more balanced. And that's kind of what this year that's coming, right? 2026 is going to be finding your balance, healing from things that you've been running away from, and dealing with issues that you kind of been needing to deal with in a healthy manner, right? As well as connecting with people who are worth your time instead of going over there and running to people or trying to be the helper. Listen, you can help people, that's great, but some people don't want your help. Some people pretend that they need their help. They need the help so that way they can go over there and stress you out and take you under. Because even if I do help somebody, you're in charge of do you take my assistance? Like, will you listen to my advice? If I give you these tools, will you use them? Or are you going to neglect them? Okay. Weird. Anyways, sorry, I thought I saw something or someone. If you know, you know. Alright, like I was saying, being able to go over there and try new ways to balance yourself emotionally, mentally, and physically is great. And it also allows you to feel your emotions in a healthy way. Okay? We're trying not to go over there and cut it all off. Don't run with empathy. Talk to the people that love you. Express yourself. You have a support team. The friendship, the celebration, the join company. You have these people. Go to them. I don't want to be a burden to them. I don't want to bother them. Listen, and I'm there. Okay, I've used that reason before many times. I'm not even trying to bust your chops about it. I get it. I do. But here's the thing, right? Imagine how devastated they would be because you burned yourself out and you end up hurting yourself. Okay, when I had empathy, it's not that I actively tried. Like here's the thing. I did what I had to do because I thought at the time I was doing the right thing. But empathy almost killed me. I almost died because I was doing things without thinking about how, if something happened to me, how would my loved ones feel? I wasn't thinking about it. I didn't want to go over there and burden them with my problems. And it got so out of hand that I had to get an intervention, okay? And I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed if I was like, this is like a personal story that only the closest of the close know, fine. But this is something I want you guys to hear. And I don't care if it's on live for the world to hear, if somebody's listening in, okay? Maybe it's going to help somebody. And that's why I'm telling you guys this story. I'm not going to get into details as to how it almost happened. I will say that a friend, right? Like my best friend at the time, had told my family that this is what's going on, and they had to put me on the side. And my sister had asked me, "Yo, bro, did you do this?" And I flat out lied. I was like, "No, I did not." I could have came up clean. I wish I could tell you that I did. I didn't. I lied like a sinner in church. And she was like, "Okay, well, here's the thing. I know that you did, and I want to know why." Because you understand that this happened to so and so, right? And we all were impacted when that happened because, it happened to a family member. That's all I'm going to say. And I never really thought about it. I was like, I have to go to work. I have to try to figure out these things on my own. I can't be going around asking people for help. I've already asked enough help already. And, they're going to all hate me. So I have to figure it out. I have to do it on my own. I know that I don't want to do it and I know that it's dangerous, but I'm just going to give it to the higher power. I'm going to go and do it. And I did some crazy stuff, man. And it's not that I didn't love my family. Empathy doesn't mean that you hate everybody. It just means you don't love yourself. You don't have it in you to be supporting yourself and other people. You've given up, man. You have. And it's okay if you're there and you feel really overwhelmed and scared. It's okay. You got to go to your support team. By the grace of the gods and goddesses and divine entities and higher spirits, and thus universe and the power above, right? I didn't get killed, but I put myself in danger. And I didn't think about how bad it was because at that point I just had nothing to care. Like I just don't have the energy to have the emotional and the mental and the physical. Like it is what it is. If something happens, it happens. And it's not like I tried to do it to be spiteful. It's not like I was trying to go over there and hurt my family and friends or my partner. I promise you, I wasn't. It's just when you're dealing with it, when you're struggling with it, it's just really overwhelming. It's heavy. And I'm like, I'm drowning. I am drowning in invisible water and there is nobody to help me. So I'm figuring things out on my own and I'm trying. And I don't know what to do. You know, it's a really hard feeling to hold. So I ask you and I beg you guys, if you're dealing with this, go get help. Go ask, go talk to somebody. Kings, queens, royals in betweens, my ladies, my men, my people, anybody who is dealing with this, please go to the doctor and talk to them. I had to take my mom to my doctor appointment, right? Because I told my mom, and I was like, the thing is that I didn't want to go to the doctor and for them to lock me up. I was really scared that at some point in time they're going to look at me and be like, this woman is crazy. Like, she's not even normal crazy. In this world that we're living, you got to be a little, you got to be a little mad. You got to have a little spark of madness to make it through this world. But my madness is like a blaze. It's not even a little spark. It's not like a tiny flame or a regular candle. It's a Roman firework pop off. It's blazes, okay? Because of the creativity that I have, relies me to be like, I'm just saying it out. I didn't want to be locked up. I was like, oh my God. I have my mom, I have my sisters and everybody. Who are you? All right, little bee. Fly free. Just don't be flying towards me. Okay, today we are rhyme timing as we are doing lives. This is going to be interesting. But yeah, like I was saying, go talk to your doctor. I talked to the doctor. I explained to them my fears, and they're like, no, man, it sounds like you have depression. And with glaucoma and things of that nature and the work that you do, it can add on. This is okay. how do you do with medicine? And I always get the, like, here's the thing. I tried when I was younger because, again, I struggled with empathy for like 15, 16 years off and on. I tried antidepressants when I was younger and it turned me to the Hulk. On top of the fact, I have ADHD. For those of you guys that don't know what that is, it's attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Okay, so my attention is limited at times, and sometimes I get really hyper focused on one thing or a topic, and it's like my brain has like 20,000 tabs open. There's music playing in the background, and I'm kind of looking at like maybe 100 or so tabs at the moment. But there's other tabs that I haven't really gone to, and then I kind of forget what I was doing. It's kind of it's a weird thing. It's a beautiful thing, but it's a weird thing. It's a blessing and a curse kind of thing. Okay, the blessing is I have a really smart brain. The curse is I don't know what it's going to do or how I'm going to focus or what's happening. Sometimes I'm just there, right? And I think that's a piss poor way of explaining ADHD, but like everybody thinks it's just a hyper energy. No, it's like I know what's going on, but you have to be like either summarize it, what you're telling me, or you're gonna have to make it interesting enough for me to pay attention. Because sometimes I'm not here. I'm listening to you. Sometimes I have to reboot myself. I heard what you said, but when you ask me a question, I didn't answer it yet, so I'm gonna answer it a little later. It's kind of like a slow network with top speed, like constantly clashing each other. So, All right. Anywho, if you do not ask for help, you are going to get yourself into dysfunctional energy. If you do ask for help, you have your support team to help you out. Stand up for what you believe in and be able to, like, here's the thing. April, May, and June, bottom line, do what you got to do. Ask for help when you need help. And don't go over there and feel like you can't do anything. You have people to support you, man. Why are we out here trying to do the most? And again, ask for a doctor. Go to, you know, a holistic practitioner. Because if you want organic, more like non-chemical based help for certain things and situations, they're the ones. The holistic practitioner is the go-to, bro. You can find them anywhere. You can take medicine. Like I take medicine and I meditate. And I don't take my medicine all the time, like every other day kind of thing, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I can do a few days without it. I'm gonna take it today because I don't want to be hooked onto it. And sometimes you can't find your medication, so having other like approaches to handle with your depression, your moods, and your mental and physical and emotional well-being is a good way. There's no shame in it. Okay, just because you have a mental, emotional, or physical disability doesn't mean that you can't live your life. I have glaucoma. That affects my vision. By the grace of the gods and goddesses, it's gotten better, but it's not something that normally goes away. I've learned how to live my life to the fullest. Okay? You can live your life despite your disability. Do not let your disability chain you to a mindset that, oh, because I have this disability, I can't live my life. I can't get married. I can't have kids. Yes, you can. The only person getting in the way is your self doubt. Don't doubt yourself. You got mad skills. Embrace it. Said what I said. Embrace your skills, man. You got this. You have people that love you, that want you to be okay. Don't be listening to the negativity thoughts that are saying that you're not good enough, that you can't do anything. You can do a lot more than you thought you could, baby. Believe and receive that, okay? All right. Speaking of mad skills and tapping into our powers, we are, sorry, we are talking about independence, okay? So, independence and self reliance. I apologize, I get loud when I'm talking. Um, Anyways, we're stepping into our powers and we're tapping into our things, right? So, independence, self reliance. I stand on my own. I have confidence that I know what I'm doing. Let's get into why. Oops. Okay, because we're doing Deep attraction. This card wanted to get out. New ideas. Okay. Let's go, bro. Let's go. This is great. I'm so fucking happy. I was I thought like the diamond, like the three diamond may pop up, but like yeah. So this end is all about family, contentment, and joy, okay? Alright. Um Scooty boop. I'm gonna get myself some juice and then we're gonna get into it. So July, August, and September, again, the main theme for you guys of 2026 is going to be about standing your ground and just being able to do your own stuff, okay? The reason why we're having independence and self reliance is due to deep attraction. We're doing things that we like, and we're understanding that we have a lot of power within ourselves to do the stuff that we like, right? We don't have to go over there and ask somebody's permission to enjoy our life. Is it their life? Are they living our life for us? Do we have to go over there and ask them? No. What makes you happy? What brings you peace? Go for it. Go for it. However, if you are wondering about your deep attractions and things like what are the things that I'm good at, what are the things that I like, new ideas, try new stuff. Okay, be able to look at something and be like, you know what? I have an idea for something like that. Let's give it a go. Don't be afraid, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgos, to have a little fun with your creativity. Okay, I like my business because it allows me to be creative. It allows me to like indulge. And I feel like the creativity ties into like my inner child because ever since I was a kid, I always liked trying these stuff, mixing and matching things, and just coming up with new ways to do stuff. So, like, also, I'm a problem solver. Thank you, hardship of childhood, to make me a problem solver. But jokes aside, right? Jokes and silliness aside, have new ideas that tie into what you like and be able to understand that you do have people that love you. Stick with your family. And I'm not talking about your blood related family, okay? I'm talking about people who love you, people who bring you peace of mind, people who make you happy, people who support you and lift you up and allow you, like they have your best interests at heart, right? Go with those people, be with those people, and do things that you like. You can be able to do your own stuff and still have support. Independence needs teamwork, and teamwork needs to have independence. If you're going to go over there and be codependent, right? Codependency is okay once in a while, just like being independent is okay once in a while. When you're too independent to the point where you're not asking for help, you're doing things by yourself, you're going to hurt yourself, you're doing too much because you're that independent lady or the independent guy or the independent person to the point where it's damaging yourself and others. That's when independence becomes a problem. Codependency, too much of that can also be detrimental. It can be dangerous. Why? Because I'm out here having to rely on somebody, and if I don't have this person, I can't make it. You have to be able to stand on your own and be able to also ask for assistance and allow people to help you and understand you got support. It's one thing if nobody out here helping you, you got support. Use your support, baby. I don't know if it's my phone or what, man. My phone is just. Hopefully next year I'll get like another one. Not going to lie, because like the screen and everything is not giving. It's so messed up. And by the grace of the gods and goddesses, I use that term a lot. By the grace of the gods and goddesses and divine entities of the higher power, right? The ones that watch over me, it's working. The phone is working. Everything is great. But like, I don't know, bro. It looks kind of dark. Like my soul. The depths of other people never know, man. The world we never know. But yeah, ask for help, do things that you want, tap into new ideas. It's okay to try stuff that you haven't done before. and see how you feel about it. You may, like, here's the thing, if you don't try new things, you're never going to have an experience. Every experience requires you to try something new. And new ideas, new stuff is good. Okay. Last but never least, we are going to be talking about October, November, and December. Darlings. Let's see what it has. Oh, wow. Okay. No. No. Okay. Okay. I'll take that. October, November, and December is represented by emotions and empathy. The reason why we have emotions and empathy, you guys are going to really laugh about this, is because of emotions and empathy. Like, where you think it's going to go, right? If I pulled it from a third deck, we would have it again. But yeah, emotions and empathy is about being compassionate to yourself, understanding how you feel, how you think, and doing that, right? As well as giving it to other people. So when I say I'm an empathetic person, what I'm saying is that I have compassion. I have compassion to other people and I have compassion to me. Now, you can't be empathetic and have emotions if it's only about you. That's called being self-centered and selfish because it's all about me. Look, I'm compassionate to me. You guys have your problems. And again, why does it have to do with me, man? That's your problem. That's your problem. You go over there and have compassion for yourself, okay? Because right now, I'm feeling my own emotions. I'm taking care of what's important to me, all right? I am the chosen one for myself. Like, don't come over here with, oh, you hurt my feelings. I don't give a shit. It's all about me. That's no, that's not compassion. That's arrogance. Don't do that. Don't be an arrogant person, bro. If you're going to be compassionate, you're going to be empathetic, you're going to be understanding, and you're going to be kind. And we live in a world where people just don't know that. We're not, like, here's the thing. When I have kids, man, I kid you not. Victory and achievements, let's go. I almost got scared pulling off that card. I'm not going to lie to you. I was like, I'm going to do it. But I'm really, really scared. Okay. Oh. Let's go, bro. Y'all gonna end 2026 strong. Y'all gonna be ending this year strong. Let's go. Let's go, bro. I'm so fucking happy. I'm so happy for you guys. Okay. I'm gonna get into it. Let me just have something to eat. Then I can explain why I'm happy. Yeah, I'm still eating the same thing I had this afternoon and morning. I don't know, man. I was just trying to do things. For y'all who are asking if I'm eating the same thing, yeah, I am. And then again, somebody's like, nobody asked you that. You're too much. I may be too much, but my readings are legit. And if over there you listen to this video, and you remember that I told you something about this again, November of 2025. Okay? It'll be on my thing. I didn't come over in 2026 and do all that stuff. No, my readings are legit. They come true. Alright. So emotions and empathy is very important. You guys are going to learn how to be empathetic to yourself and others. This will allow you to have victory and achievements. You will achieve a lot of your goals and things that you want for yourself, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Once you tap into your emotions and understand that I have compassion for other people, but I also have compassion for myself. I'm able to give what I can and keep some of my energy for me, right? I understand my emotions in a lot more better way, and I'm not going to go over there and run away from them, okay? And because of victory and achievements, you guys are going to be able to see things for what they are and understand them a lot better. Remember, this card was also for your job. This card also popped up for your, it popped up for your job. It popped up again because it's been there for a while. I've been saying that, and you know what? Now I'm looking at it. Probably not. Huh. I guess this is the second time then. All right. Well, really though? Huh. Okay. To always move. Man, I pray to God that I'm not getting arthritis in my knees. I'm at that age where I can get it, guys. I may look young, but I'm getting it there. Because it just creaks and cracks and just feels kind of like it's durable, but it's kind of like duct tape ish. Anyways, I'm really happy that December, October, and November, man, are going to be good months for you. Tap into your feelings, see things for what they are, not what you want them to be, and accept things as they are. Acceptance is going to give you a lot of like clarity, and I guess it would also give you like some peace, because instead of trying to make it something that it's not, you're just going to be like, you know what, it is what it is. Yeah, I may feel a little sad about it, but I tried and it's okay. It is what it is, and that is okay. That is all right. It doesn't have to be anything more, right? So yeah, okay. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are gonna get victory and achievements, man. Your goals are gonna be met, but you gotta be empathetic to yourself and others, and you gotta understand just because you're tapping into your emotions, see things for what they are. See them as who they are. Do not look at them and think that they can be somebody else. If they're an ugly person, right? If they're a very controlling person, they're very manipulative, deceitful, and they pretend to be nice, but they're not nice, then that's who they are. They're a deceitful, two faced person. They cannot be, just because they can be nice, their niceness is not genuine. So they're just an ugly person. That's what they are. And they're just not supposed to be around you or near you. Yeah, I am. I'm left handed. Because I think y'all can see me writing. So yeah. The more we know about each other, right? The more we know, the more the relationship grows. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to be really fun when I get to be like in my like, I wouldn't say 60s. I'm going to be fun on the bun when I become like 70, 80, and 90, man. I'm going to be awesome, bro. I'm going to be, yo, I'm going to still be reading cards too. I'll be like, guys, it's been about 40 years of Marikuma Healing, y'all, and we're about to get into it. We're about to get into it. Y'all thought I was going to retire from this? Hell no. Let's go, bro. Let's go. I'm putting you back. I'm putting you back. I'm putting them back. All right, so we're talking about your problem. Obtaining resources and giving and receiving money. Why is this an issue? Because you're doing too much. We're going to get to your solution next after this, but you're doing too much. Before y'all come after me, you're bipolar. No, I'm not. Loss of opportunity. Okay. Dependability and practicality. Independence. Okay. So again, we're getting into it. I know y'all have the Queen of Diamonds release more than once. I'm doing this every time. I know. But I really thought that you guys had it. You know what? It is what it is. Let's get into it. Let's understand why this is a problem, right? The reason why you guys may be struggling with obtaining resources is just because of opportunities that are lost, okay? Understand Just like I told, okay, the knocking's over here. Just like I was telling, I believe the fire signs and air signs, just because you lost an opportunity doesn't mean you're not going to get anything. There's some things that are moving away, and you're just going to have to go over there and look at something else, okay? You can't have new things come in while you're still holding on to old stuff. Trust me, I've tried. It does not work. It does not work. Either you stick with the old stuff and hope and pray that the old stuff eventually pays out, or you let go of the old things, right? The old opportunities, and you focus on new ones. Now, if you are going to focus on new opportunities, they need to be dependable and practical. You need to make sure that we're using logic as well as using our hearts. Okay, so I may want to have, like, for example, I would like to buy myself some tarot cards, right? But do I need it right now? No, I can make do with my playing cards. I've been doing it for almost I've been reading playing cards since 2023 ish, but I've been doing this as a business like for almost two. So, I'm kind of comfortable with my playing cards, and reading them out is fine. But I don't need it, right? It's not practical or dependable for me to go get tarot cards when I have my playing cards right now. My point is that just because you may want something doesn't mean that you need it. Look at it. Is it something that you can rely on? Is it dependable? Is it practical? Does it make sense? Can I fall back on it and will catch me? If yes, then do it. If not, then don't. Okay. Also, allow yourself to have some ability to stand on your own and do your own things. Independence and self reliance, which is the same thing we just got done talking about for July, August, and September. Virgo season, guys. August, like the last part of August and the beginning part of September, Virgo seasons, and then this Libra, and then before that, it's Leo and Cancer. So, again, for you guys to be able to obtain new resources, make sure you go after something that's dependable and practical. Allow yourself to be a little bit more independent while you guys do it. Hi, hopefully you're doing okay. Welcome to the live. This is for Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn 2026 year reading. I'm talking about the problem that you guys will be facing for next year and how to obtain your resources and give and receive money. Let go of old opportunities. Focus on new opportunities that are dependable and practical. And at the end of your outcome, it will be all about independence and self-reliance. So standing on your own and trusting that you got it, as well as don't forget to ask for help. You guys have to balance your independence with the ability to ask for help, okay? Because as a Virgo, I can't do everything on my own. But I will tell you this, I will do it if I have to. Just because I can't do it doesn't mean I won't. But it helps to have like actual people who can do it, right? Okay. Almost done. I'm going to write it down because I think after this, I'll be practicing or doing the Spanish reading versions of it too. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. 6 of diamonds. This is for the problem. 5 of diamonds. Queen of diamonds. 9 diamonds. For extra cards. All right. Now we're going to get into your solution. And I'm going to bust your chops. Your solution to help you with obtaining resources and giving and receiving money is all about carrying burdens, responsibility, and debt. Again, this doesn't mean that you have to overwhelm yourself and carry all these things and do it all by yourself. You need to be able to manage your time better. This card as a whole is like being overwhelmed. I have to go to work. I have to do school. I have to do, family, career. I had problems with my friend. I would do this one. And you're so overwhelmed and just stressed out and tired that, it's all crashing. So to handle debt, make sure this year, what's remaining of it, and the next year, 2026, y'all put money aside and save. You learn how to handle your schedules a lot better. You learn how to relax and how to work. We are going to get into how to help you with your solution. Why is it this one? I'm telling you now. Emotions and empathy. Okay? So being compassionate, understanding to your emotions and how you feel about certain things. Nightmare, worry, problem, and guilt. Oh, loss of opportunities. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it out. Loss and despair. Okay? So if you don't use empathy and emotions to tackle what's been overwhelming, right? Carrying all that burden, being that much responsibility put upon you, and debt. If you just go over there and you ignore it, you're going to cause yourself to have a lot of problems. At the same time, with nightmare, worry, problem, and guilt, sometimes we get guilty for trying to put ourselves first. Like, here's the thing, you're so used to Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgos, we are used to always giving to other people and not giving to ourselves. So when we start kind of focusing on ourselves a bit more and we kind of understand what we're feeling and what we can do and what we can't do and how to rest and how to work and things, you may feel a bit guilty because then you're like, well, I'm focusing on myself, but I haven't really put a lot of attention or details or whatever to this person or this thing. I don't want to bother other people for asking help. Listen, you're going to kill yourself if you don't ask for help. And I'm not even saying that to be mean. I'm really not. You are going to stress yourself out. And it's going to affect your mental, emotional, and physical well being. Go over there and be like, okay, you know what? I am managing my time. I am writing things down. I have a calendar. I have a planner. I am taking this day off. I'm going to go over there and not run any errands. I'm going to treat myself and then I'm going to work here. This is a really big project and I need a lot of help here. So I need you guys to assist me here. And you're not going to get any run of the mill person. You're going to go over there and you're going to get the people who are hardworking and reliable and dependable and practical that can help you with this thing. You don't have to do everything by yourself. Okay? And you don't have to feel guilty for putting up boundaries because again, this year for 2026 is going to work really well for you guys, but it's going to teach you about healing and letting go of the past. Okay? You're going to go over there. You're going to learn how to communicate. You're going to learn to stand up for yourself and use your voice. And you're not going to crash out. You're going to be like, okay, you know what? Stupid people do stupid things. Some people can learn. Some people don't care. Some people will listen to me and I can listen to them and it'll be healthy. Some people don't understand and they need time and patience to get it done. You're going to learn how to really look at it and be like, okay, if it is not worth my time, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to pretend that this situation is the perfect situation. I'm going to see them for who they are and what they are. And I'm telling you this now. Work on not stressing yourself out and caring too much because you're going to burn yourself out. And the loss and despair is grieving. There's some old versions of yourself that are not going to make it all the way to 2026. And while 2026 is coming and you're going to be in it, right? You're going to be changing. Think of yourself as a butterfly. You're a caterpillar right now. 2026 is going to go through like that little metamorphosis, right? You're going to go into your chrysalis. You're going to kind of break out. And as you're learning to fly and use your wings, you're going to be like, okay, there's some things that I need to shed. I need to let go in order to have peace. Okay? And it's okay because you're grieving about your older self. There also could be people that are just not there for you that you had to kick out. I don't know if the grieving is going to be because you may lose a loved one. It could happen, but a lot of times, like, here's the thing, for those of you guys who may lose a loved one, okay, your loved one does not want you to be upset. They, of course, understand that you're going to be grieving. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm not going to tell you that, oh, you know what? Time heals all wounds. No, it don't. I lost my grandfather like 16, 15 years ago, and I still grieve for him. But I understand that he's watching over me and he loves me, and he would not want me to be sad. Now, he would understand that, I have to have some process to cry because I want him back and I wish that he didn't go. And though it's been like 16, 15 years, which is a long motherfucking time, man, right? I still have love. When you love somebody and you lose them, that love has to go somewhere. The love that you had now turns into grieving. It turns into sadness. It turns into pain. It turns into anger. It turns into devastation. That doesn't mean that you're going bad or that it's not natural. It's a perfectly natural thing. But you're going to learn how to handle that grief as time goes by. You're going to learn that there's some things that you're going to be happy. Like when I feel sad and I miss him, right? I think about all the good times and I'm like, you know what? I like to talk to him. I like to like act like he's coming from or like he's around, right? Sometimes I give him like drinks and food once in a while, and I like just talking to him. I feel like he's there. You can talk to your loved ones. You may not see them, that's okay. I don't see my grandfather, but I know that he's around. And sometimes it's okay to do that when you're losing someone. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen to you guys, but if it does, feel what you gotta feel and embrace it. You have the right to cry. You go through your stages of your grief, right? And also understand that they love you and they're now your spirit guide. They're your guardian angel, okay? Especially the ones that are like your loved ones. Now, if they were mean and they passed and you have conflicted emotions about that, that's okay. Go through it too. You know, at some point in time, you spend a lot of time with somebody and you developed emotions for them. Now, other than the grieving aspects of it, I feel like you guys are going to be losing your older versions of yourself. Like the version that you are right now is not going to be the same version as 2026 comes. We're letting go of bad habits. We're letting go of false beliefs that we're not good enough. We can't do it. It's not, you're going to be a burden or whatever. Whatever like mental thoughts that have been really negative, right? We're learning that go. We're going to grieve of our past self, and it's okay to grieve for who you used to be. I cry about who I used to be because who I was like in 2020, right? Or 2023 and 2024 is not the same person before you for 2025. There's a lot of pieces of myself that I had to let go in order to grow. And I cried for those versions. I was like, man, I hope that past me would be proud because I fucking tried. And you know what? I can't wait to see who I become in the future. And I'm just here doing my best. We're not perfect. God knows I'm not perfect. Like, if you've seen or heard my videos, there's a lot of swearing. So, I mean, I feel like a perfect person wouldn't curse so much, but I do. I enjoy it, in fact. I have a good time letting him rip. But silliness aside, right? It's okay. It's fine. You're becoming something a lot stronger and newer, and requires you to let go and shed. All right, now let's get into your main theme. Your theme for 2026, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Failure to communicate. Y'all are going to have to use your voice. Use your voice. Okay, this is coming from a woman reading playing cards. I can read the energy and I can read the cards and I can read a person, but I can't read your mind, okay? I'm not Charles Xavier. I'm not Magneto. I can't go over there and be like, this person's thinking about a hamburger with a black cat and a side of cheese. Oh, $1 million is what this. No, you have a mouth. You have hands. You express yourself. Speak. Okay? Use your voice. Did I write it down? I did not write it down. Swoop. Solution. And we got a Queen of Hearts. A Nine of Spades. And a Five of Hearts. All right. Last but not least, we're talking about the theme of 2026. All right. Almost done, guys. Almost done. I know, I'm taking a long ass time. All right. Putting them back, and we're going to do it. So, y'all definitely got to use your voice, man. Communication and ethics and introspection. This is your theme for January, February, and March. Y'all are definitely going to have to use your voice. I don't want to hear 2026, you guys coming over there. I don't want to. Nah. Listen, you stepping on my toe. You're making me feel this way. I want this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to achieve here. Now, understand when it comes to communication, okay? I guess I'm going to say there's like 4, but we're tackling the 3. I can talk to you. And sadly, because of how my life is, I can't do y'all can chat on here, but I can't see it. So if it was like TikTok live, y'all can talk to me, I can talk to you, right? And we're communicating, I'm understanding, I'm making an effort to hear you, and you're making an effort to hear me, right? That's back and forth communication. That's one type. Another type is the one that we see a lot because, again, we live in a fake and plastic world. And y'all can come for me. I'm not saying that the world is ugly. I'm just saying we have a lot of ugly people. Okay? We have a lot of ugly people in this world and they just care about themselves. So even though you try to tell somebody something, they're either going to talk to you back and understand you or ignore you because they don't care. They're like, it's all about me. You have nothing interesting to say. I'm going to ignore you. I don't care what you have to talk about or whatever, And then when it's their time to talk, they talk all the time and they overtalk you, right? That is a form of communication. It's just a very poor communication. Here's the third one, right? People will try to understand you. If they make an effort and they try, but maybe it's like a language barrier or something. Like for me, the way that I express myself may be a little bit weird to some of you guys. Like if somebody's sus, right? I call them flugazy. I'll be like, yo, bro, that woman is flugazy and shady. You don't really want to mess with her. She's whack. Okay? Yes, I speak that way. What it translates is this person is untrustworthy, they're suspicious, and they're weird. Okay? I don't think you should be with them because I saw them do something, right? This is an example. Sometimes you have to take your patience and time to interact with somebody because they don't understand how or what you're saying. So sometimes they try, but they just don't understand. And it's okay either way, right? Okay. Ethics, your morals, your character code, okay? Everybody, I'm going to say this now. If you're somebody who believes that the world is black and white, guess again. We live in a world of gray. People do bad things for good reasons. Say that somebody had a family, they were making money, but their job got cut off, their food stamp got cut off, they're unable to pay for, the food and the treatments and things of that nature, so they steal. They go to a gas station and they steal money and they apologize to the guy. They're like, I'm sorry, I have to do what I have to do. They ran away. The guy calls the police. The police comes to this guy or to this lady or to this person, right? Yo, bro, why are you stealing? The person talks to them about their story. The police officer, if they're compassionate, we have compassionate officers. They're out there. They're trying their fucking best. Not all of them are mean. Some of them are, some of them aren't. We're people. We're black, white, and gray all over. Anyways, my point is that the police officer pays the guy his tap, he says, yo, these are resources that y'all can get until you get onto your feet. I'm really sorry, man. I understand. Let me drive you to your home, right? Drives him to the home, sees that the man was telling the truth about the family and things. Sometimes people do bad things for good reasons because they feel like they don't have a choice. Some people lie. They will pretend to be your friend, right? They'll go over there, they'll pretend to be your friend, and reality of it, they're backstabbing you, talking behind your back, acting like they know you, but they don't, saying, oh my goodness, right? Because I had a member in my family that I cut out because all they ever did was lie. They would pretend to be like, my friend, and they would be somebody compassionate and kind. And they just go around doing the absolute most. And I was like, you know what, you've been doing this for a long time, to the point where I just don't talk to them anymore. I feel bad, obviously, but I'm like, look, I don't have time for fake people. Either you like me or you don't. You know what I mean? It's okay if you don't like me. It's okay that I'm not your cup of tea. Why? Because I'm not tea at all. I'm a daiquiri. I have candy and rainbow drinks in myself. And I come in all occasions, right? Daiquiri is where I'm at. I'm a pomegranate rainbow daiquiri because I like flavors. I like flavors and taste. But yeah, anyways, other than that, sometimes we do a lot of things, okay? Understand that we live in a world of gray. There's some people who are just in between or complex. There's some things that are good, right? Like being kind to others obviously is a good thing. Be genuine with your actions. Telling somebody, to go flip themselves, maybe is not a nice thing. But is it a thing that has to be said? Yeah, sometimes. Like, again, we live in a world of gray. So tie into your morals and your character code. And if you do need to change it a bit, that's okay as well. Just make sure that you leave a little room of being open minded. Like, I can believe what I want to believe, but I'm open minded enough to be like, yo, you agree with this. So that's okay. I agree to disagree, but I respect your opinion. It's fine. Just don't go over there and do that line when it comes to bigotry. There's no meeting in the middle with somebody who's a bigot. Like, look, the world is ugly as it is. Spread love, be kind to one another. Y'all don't know who's fighting what. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know their battle. They could be going through some really heavy things, and it would really help if somebody was nice. Introspection is understanding yourself in a deeper level. Okay? And that just kind of means like when I was younger, I was really hot headed. And when I was starting to heal, I was working on my temper. And I was angry because I was sad, and I was sad because I was in pain, and I was in pain because life threw me too much curveballs and it kind of got shitty. You know what I mean? So when I learned about my anger, I'm like, okay, do I want to be an angry person? No. Okay, let's work on that. And it took me a few years, but I got into a really better place. You know what I mean? So I feel like if I can do it, you guys can do it, but it takes time. You have to be able to understand your strengths and weaknesses, as well as understanding what you can embrace and what you should change. You are in charge of your actions, nobody else, okay? All right. Now, standing up for what you believe in and fighting for your cause. This is what's going to help you with your communication ethics and introspection. Make sure you know what you're standing up for, okay? I stand up for people. I don't like bullies. I don't like people being wronged and things of that nature. And I want to help people. That's something that I'm passionate about. That's why I have Marikuma Healing, right? You have your passions, you have your hopes and dreams. Go for them. If you put all your energy that you put with fear into what you really want, there's a lot of things y'all could do. Truly. All right. And at the end of the day, you guys are going to be able to plan and prepare. Make sure that you're planning and preparing something good. Don't go over there and plan and prepare for the worst. Look, anything can happen. So let's hope for the best, right? Get yourself organized, take a break, rest. So that concludes y'all's 2026 year reading. I am going to go over there and give you guys a brief summary. So hold on so I can write this thing down and be able to whew, be able to get this stuff together. Okay. So again, just to wrap up for the year 2026 for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, or whoever this reading may resonate with. You guys need to make sure, like, here's the thing. Some people are not going to make it. Some people are not going to make it through the year with you. There are going to be some relationships that are cut off. When it comes to your love life, okay, if you are in a relationship, you're in a relationship right now, and it is not toxic and abusive, but it is new, okay? Take your time. Take your time because you have teamwork in there. So it's somebody that can work with you. You want somebody who is your partner, who is your equal, okay? You guys have may have gone through a lot of fire, like you, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn may have gone through a lot of trauma or whatever it may be. And you feel like maybe I should tell my partner. You don't have to. For me personally, if I have a partner, right? I'll be like, look, there's some things you're going to ask me that I'm just not going to answer. I'm sorry. I'm not comfortable with it, right? I don't want to open those cans of worms. There's some things I just remain to not talk about, but I will do, like, I can talk about this, that, and the third. It's something you're going to have to be okay with. Why? Because not everybody deserves to know your origin story, and not everybody will take it in kind. And at the same time, when it comes to like your past and your trauma and your abuse, right? I feel like that's something that you should be careful on telling the first date kind of thing because you don't know how they're going to take it. I've had people that have told some of the things that happened to me as well as others that have happened to them, right? And they use their past against them. They're like, well, you know what? Because you got hurt, you probably liked it. You stayed in that narcissistic relationship for 6 years. Yes, I did. But do you understand why I did? I had I had a guardian, okay? I was a guardian to a kid. I had to do all these things. So you're not in my shoes. You don't know what I had to do. Okay, you have no right to judge me. But then again, I blame myself because I'm like, you know what? I had no right to tell you. I had no right to tell you. You wouldn't understand. So be careful. Not everybody will receive it nicely. I'm not saying this to scare you guys. I'm just saying that your personal information is your personal information. And if they love you, they will respect that there's some things you're not comfortable with saying. Okay? And also in a relationship, you have to have somebody that will take care of you, that will love you for your good, your bad, and your ugly. And there are good people in this world. It's just really hard to find them because a lot of good people stick to themselves. There's so many fake people out here. We're just kind of like, I don't feel like I want to jump into that bandwagon and swim into that ocean and get into that thing. So, nah, bro, I'm not doing it. Right? Right. So it's okay. Take time. Take time if y'all's relationship is new. Take it slow. You don't have to go over there and get married anytime soon. Learn each other. Be able to get one another and build that connection up, okay? Also, work on your mental health and let go of the past. Your past relationship is not going to repeat up to this one, okay? If you're with a new person, great. But make sure the relationship with yourself is good. Make sure you're not using people to make you feel better. You should not be in a relationship because you're lonely, because you're running from your problems. So, yeah. All right. Other than relationships and things, again, communicate, talk what you need, be empathetic and loving for yourself. Save your money, guys. Put some money on the side and give yourself kudos and grace. You're a lot stronger than you think, okay? All right. As always, slay the day. If you like what I do, please follow and subscribe. Peace out. Bye. Thank you guys for the love and support. We're going to be here for about a year on YouTube on